Money is one of the last great taboos. People will talk about politics, sex, even trauma, but not their bank accounts. We've been conditioned to keep financial matters secret, even shameful. But silence breeds ignorance, and ignorance keeps people stuck in cycles of struggle. Talking about money isn't vulgar, it's vital. Many of us were raised in environments where talking about money was not polite. Some of us saw our parents argue about it, worry about it, or avoid it altogether. That emotional tension gets passed down. We inherit not just financial habits, but fears. And to move forward, we have to confront them. The first step toward financial freedom is a conversation, an honest one, with yourself, with your family, with your community. Transparency is transformative. The more we talk about money, the more we learn from each other, and the less power shame has over our lives. Money carries emotional weight. It touches everything: our sense of security, our ability to provide, our freedom to say yes or no. It's tied to our identities, our self-worth. Ignoring the emotional side of money is like ignoring the emotional side of relationships. It leads to dysfunction. You get to decide what money means to you, not your upbringing, not society, not your past mistakes. You can choose to see money not as stress, but as a tool, a resource, a key. Rewriting your money story is the foundation for rewriting your life. We are told, work hard and you'll be rewarded. But that's not always true. Hard work is honorable, but it's not enough on its own. People work themselves to exhaustion and still struggle. Why? Because the game has changed, and most were never taught the rules. Strategy beats sweat. A well-planned investment can earn in a week what physical labor might in a month. It's not just about effort, it's about direction. Financial literacy gives you the compass. Efficiency is doing more with less. It's about systems, automation, and awareness. Saving isn't about being frugal, it's about being smart. Investing isn't about gambling, it's about growing. Time, when paired with financial education, becomes a multiplier. We were told to get a job, stay loyal, retire at 65. But the world shifted, and we didn't get the memo. We weren't taught about inflation, side hustles, entrepreneurship, or digital wealth. It's time to let go of old scripts and write new ones. Today's ethic must combine hustle with learning, action with insight, grind with growth. Work hard, yes, but work smart. Your labor should build something lasting, not just fund your survival. Without financial education, most people operate in survival mode, making reactive choices, borrowing to bridge gaps, trapped by short-term thinking. But knowledge shifts you into freedom. You start making intentional, empowered decisions. The financial system is not neutral. It rewards the informed and punishes the uninformed. If you don't understand interest, you'll pay it. If you do, you'll earn it. Either way, interest is happening. The question is, on which side? Budgeting, investing, credit scores, compound interest. These are not secrets of the elite, they are tools we all should master. Financial literacy isn't about tricks or hacks. It's about understanding how to build and protect your future. Debt can be a chain. Lack of savings, a prison. Paycheck to paycheck living is exhausting, and it steals your time, your peace, your options. But with knowledge, you get the keys to unlock the door. Financial education isn't optional, it's essential. It doesn't just change your budget, it changes your choices, your relationships, your legacy. It changes your life. Your money habits reflect your beliefs. If you believe you'll always struggle, you will. If you believe you're worth abundance, you'll begin acting accordingly. Wealth starts in the mind. Money can amplify who you are for better or worse. If you're generous, you'll give more. If you're insecure, you might try to prove your worth with purchases. Knowing who you are, separate from your money, is powerful. Every transaction is a sentence in your financial story. Your spending shows your values. Your saving shows your foresight. Your investing shows your hope. What story are you writing? A scarcity mindset says, there's never enough. An abundance mindset says, there's more where that came from. One leads to hoarding and fear. The other leads to strategy and sharing. Choose wisely. What does wealth reveal in you? Do you become kinder, more generous, more secure, or more anxious and withdrawn? Financial growth should come with emotional growth. Evolve with your wealth. Ignorance costs, late fees, high interest rates, missed opportunities. These are penalties for not knowing better. Education is not expensive, ignorance is. Many systems profit from your lack of knowledge. Credit traps, payday loans, predatory leases. The less you know, the more you lose and someone else gains. Your ignorance is someone's business model. Financial concepts can seem intimidating, but complexity is often a wall built to keep people out. Once you peek behind the curtain, you realize it's simpler than you thought and far too important to ignore. Most schools don't teach money. Many parents don't either because they were never taught. So we're left to learn through mistakes. but you can choose to stop that cycle. Be the generation that gets educated. You don't need to know everything today. You just need to begin. Read a book, watch a video, track your spending, ask questions. Small steps create momentum, and momentum creates transformation. Money is not just about having things, it's about having options. Time freedom, peace of mind, the ability to walk away from what doesn't serve you. That's real wealth. Own things that grow in value. Real estate, businesses, intellectual property. Ownership is the foundation of generational wealth. If you don't own, you rent your life and someone else gets rich. Passive income is not magic, it's math. Investments, royalties, dividends. They're all about building systems that earn while you sleep. It takes work to set up, but once it's built, you gain time and freedom. Wealth isn't just built, it's protected. Insurance, estate planning, emergency funds. These aren't boring grown-up things. They're armor for the life you're building. Fast money fades. Sustainable wealth grows steadily. It's not about hype, it's about habits. Long-term thinking beats quick wins. Play the long game. Teach kids about money early. Let them earn, save, and invest. Show them how to delay gratification. Financial education is one of the greatest gifts you can give a child. If financial struggle runs in your family, let it end with you. Be the blueprint. Be the bridge. Don't just rise lift. Leave behind more than memories. Leave behind knowledge. Kids watch what you do, not what you say. Let them see you budget. Let them hear you talk about investing. Be the role model you didn't have. Make money talk normal, not taboo. Encourage questions. Share what you've learned. Normalize planning, not just spending. A real legacy isn't just money, it's mindset. Teach values. Teach strategy. Teach strength. That's how you build a family tree that thrives. Giving doesn't diminish you, it defines you. True wealth isn't what you accumulate, but what you circulate. Generosity multiplies wealth's meaning. Invest in things that matter: clean energy, education, startups solving real problems. Make your money reflect your values. Profit and purpose can coexist. Use your wealth to create opportunity not just for you, but for others. Fund programs. Sponsor scholarships. Create safe spaces. Be the resource you once needed. Someone's idea is waiting for your support. Someone's invention, story, or vision could take flight with your help. Be the angel investor of someone's hope. When you rise, stay visible. Share the path. Be a lighthouse not to show off, but to show the way. Sometimes we fear what wealth might change or who it might push away. We fear judgment, isolation, even failure after success. But staying small doesn't keep you safe, it keeps you stuck. Scarcity says, if they win, I lose. Abundance says, we can all win. Scarcity hoards. Abundance builds. Choose the belief that builds the future you want. Many fear they'll mess it up, that they're not worthy. But wealth doesn't require perfection. It requires stewardship. Learn, adapt, grow, trust yourself to rise. Success can bring side eyes and silent distance. But that's not your burden. Let your growth inspire, not apologize. Stay humble, but don't shrink. Before financial wealth, build mental wealth. Resilience, clarity, purpose. Money without mental peace becomes a curse, but money with meaning becomes a blessing. The best time to start was yesterday. The next best time is now. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Your time is here. Don't wait until you know everything. Take action and learn along the way. Confidence comes from doing. Start small but start strong. Share what you learn. Bring people with you. The climb is better when you're not alone. Empowered people empower people. Make your money mean something. Fund what matters. Invest in your values. Let your wealth be your loudest message. Every decision, every dollar, every lesson, it starts today. Your future is not written in stone. It's written in your daily habits, and it begins right now. Money is one of the last great taboos. People will talk about politics, sex, even trauma, but not their bank accounts. We've been conditioned to keep financial matters secret, even shameful. But silence breeds ignorance, and ignorance keeps people stuck in cycles of struggle. Talking about money isn't vulgar, it's vital. Many of us were raised in environments where talking about money was not polite. Some of us saw our parents argue about it, worry about it, or avoid it altogether. That emotional tension gets passed down. We inherit not just financial habits, but fears. And to move forward, we have to confront them. The first step toward financial freedom is a conversation, an honest one. With yourself, with your family, with your community. Transparency is transformative. The more we talk about money, the more we learn from each other, and the less power shame has over our lives. Money carries emotional weight. It touches everything: our sense of security, our ability to provide, our freedom to say yes or no. It's tied to our identities, our self-worth. Ignoring the emotional side of money is like ignoring the emotional side of relationships. It leads to dysfunction. You get to decide what money means to you, not your upbringing, not society, not your past mistakes. You can choose to see money not as stress, but as a tool, a resource, a key. Rewriting your money story is the foundation for rewriting your life. We are told, work hard and you'll be rewarded. But that's not always true. Hard work is honorable, but it's not enough on its own. People work themselves to exhaustion and still struggle. Why? Because the game has changed and most were never taught the rules. Strategy beats sweat. A well-planned investment can earn in a week what physical labor might in a month. It's not just about effort, it's about direction. Financial literacy gives you the compass. Efficiency is doing more with less. It's about systems, automation, and awareness. Saving isn't about being frugal, it's about being smart. Investing isn't about gambling, it's about growing. Time, when paired with financial education, becomes a multiplier. We were told to get a job, stay loyal, retire at 65. But the world shifted, and we didn't get the memo. We weren't taught about inflation, side hustles, entrepreneurship, or digital wealth. It's time to let go of old scripts and write new ones. Today's ethic must combine hustle with learning, action with insight, grind with growth. Work hard, yes, but work smart. Your labor should build something lasting, not just fund your survival. Without financial education, most people operate in survival mode, making reactive choices, borrowing to bridge gaps, trapped by short-term thinking. But knowledge shifts you into freedom. You start making intentional, empowered decisions. The financial system is not neutral. It rewards the informed and punishes the uninformed. If you don't understand interest, you'll pay it. If you do, you'll earn it. Either way, interest is happening. The question is, on which side? Budgeting, investing, credit scores, compound interest. These are not secrets of the elite, they are tools we all should master. Financial literacy isn't about tricks or hacks. It's about understanding how to build and protect your future. Debt can be a chain. Lack of savings, a prison. Paycheck to paycheck living is exhausting, and it steals your time, your peace, your options. But with knowledge, you get the keys to unlock the door. Financial education isn't optional, it's essential. It doesn't just change your budget, it changes your choices, your relationships, your legacy. It changes your life. Your money habits reflect your beliefs. If you believe you'll always struggle, you will. If you believe you're worth abundance, you'll begin acting accordingly. Wealth starts in the mind. Money can amplify who you are for better or worse. If you're generous, you'll give more. If you're insecure, you might try to prove your worth with purchases. Knowing who you are, separate from your money, is powerful. Every transaction is a sentence in your financial story. Your spending shows your values. Your saving shows your foresight. Your investing shows your hope. What story are you writing? A scarcity mindset says, there's never enough. An abundance mindset says, there's more where that came from. One leads to hoarding and fear. The other leads to strategy and sharing. Choose wisely. What does wealth reveal in you? Do you become kinder, more generous, more secure, or more anxious and withdrawn? Financial growth should come with emotional growth. Evolve with your wealth. Ignorance costs, late fees, high interest rates, missed opportunities. These are penalties for not knowing better. Education is not expensive, ignorance is. Many systems profit from your lack of knowledge. Credit traps, payday loans, predatory leases. The less you know, the more you lose and someone else gains. Your ignorance is someone's business model. Financial concepts can seem intimidating, but complexity is often a wall built to keep people out. Once you peek behind the curtain, you realize it's simpler than you thought and far too important to ignore. Most schools don't teach money. Many parents don't either because they were never taught. So we're left to learn through mistakes. But you can choose to stop that cycle. Be the generation that gets educated. You don't need to know everything today. You just need to begin. Read a book, watch a video, track your spending, ask questions. Small steps create momentum, and momentum creates transformation. Money is not just about having things, it's about having options. Time freedom, peace of mind, the ability to walk away from what doesn't serve you. That's real wealth. Own things that grow in value. Real estate, businesses, intellectual property. Ownership is the foundation of generational wealth. If you don't own, you rent your life and someone else gets rich. Passive income is not magic, it's math. Investments, royalties, dividends. They're all about building systems that earn while you sleep. It takes work to set up, but once it's built, you gain time and freedom. Wealth isn't just built, it's protected. Insurance, estate planning, emergency funds. These aren't boring grown-up things. They're armor for the life you're building. Fast money fades. Sustainable wealth grows steadily. It's not about hype, it's about habits. Long-term thinking beats quick wins. Play the long game. Teach kids about money early. Let them earn, save, and invest. Show them how to delay gratification. Financial education is one of the greatest gifts you can give a child. If financial struggle runs in your family, let it end with you. Be the blueprint. Be the bridge. Don't just rise lift. Leave behind more than memories. Leave behind knowledge. Kids watch what you do, not what you say. Let them see you budget. Let them hear you talk about investing. Be the role model you didn't have. Make money talk normal, not taboo. Encourage questions. Share what you've learned. Normalize planning, not just spending. A real legacy isn't just money, it's mindset. Teach values. Teach strategy. Teach strength. That's how you build a family tree that thrives. Giving doesn't diminish you, it defines you. True wealth isn't what you accumulate, but what you circulate. Generosity multiplies wealth's meaning. Invest in things that matter: clean energy, education, startups solving real problems. Make your money reflect your values. Profit and purpose can coexist. Use your wealth to create opportunity not just for you, but for others. Fund programs. Sponsor scholarships. Create safe spaces. Be the resource you once needed. Someone's idea is waiting for your support. Someone's invention, story, or vision could take flight with your help. Be the angel investor of someone's hope. When you rise, stay visible. Share the path. Be a lighthouse not to show off, but to show the way. Sometimes we fear what wealth might change or who it might push away. We fear judgment, isolation, even failure after success. But staying small doesn't keep you safe, it keeps you stuck. Scarcity says, if they win, I lose. Abundance says, we can all win. Scarcity hoards. Abundance builds. Choose the belief that builds the future you want. Many fear they'll mess it up, that they're not worthy. But wealth doesn't require perfection. It requires stewardship. Learn, adapt, grow, trust yourself to rise. Success can bring side eyes and silent distance, but that's not your burden. Let your growth inspire, not apologize. Stay humble, but don't shrink. Before financial wealth, build mental wealth, resilience, clarity, purpose. Money without mental peace becomes a curse, but money with meaning becomes a blessing. The best time to start was yesterday. The next best time is now. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Your time is here. Don't wait until you know everything. Take action and learn along the way. Confidence comes from doing. Start small but start strong. Share what you learn. Bring people with you. The climb is better when you're not alone. Empowered people empower people. Make your money mean something. Fund what matters. Invest in your values. Let your wealth be your loudest message. Every decision, every dollar, every lesson, it starts today. Your future is not written in stone. It's written in your daily habits, and it begins right now.